Growing up in the Midwest, the decay of the abandoned farmhouses I passed on the regular spelled out the passage of time. Another beam missing. It's been a month. The main gable caved in. Another couple of years have gone by. There goes the second floor. Another decade. Although I grew up playing on the mossy remnants of the barn foundation in my grandma's backyard, I'm most accustomed to viewing farmhouses from a distance, tucked in the safety of my car speeding down I-80. Truly, above all else, I enjoy watching the buildings decay purely for their aesthetic beauty, like seeing the corner of a farmhouse supported by a single splintering beam, a missing doorway leading straight to the view of the backyard, shingles disintegrating on a collapsed roof. Beyond merely appearance, however, their crumbling facades and overgrown weeds suggest a restoration of balance. The wilderness has retaken the land. Like the prairie landscape they once helped annihilate, the farmhouses, too, now lie decimated and abandoned. Yet, now the forgotten barns represent a greater evil growing elsewhere: the insurgence of large-scale industrial farming units that single-handedly dig the graves for small family farms. Rosemary Partridge, Iowa farmer, says, quote, "I live on a hilltop. I can see 7 farm families, people my kids went to school with. They're all gone now." Fortunately, many organizations are working to save these often forgotten buildings. The National Barn Alliance, with the goal of preserving barns across the United States, reminds us, quote, "A barn is more than wood and nails. It is the history behind the construction, the experiences of the family that owned it, the traditions that surround these physical pieces of the agricultural landscape." Nowadays, I no longer look at barns as quaint mileage markers. The bare, deserted structures haunt the landscape as remnants of a decaying Midwest identity. Some await their eventual destruction, via controlled burn or natural decay, while some await uncertain futures. Frankly, I'm not sure what our future, will look like in the next century, or whether or not I'll still be able to tick off the years by looking out my passenger window. As Paul A. Olson, founding director of the Center for Great Plains Studies at the University of Nebraska, says, quote, "To some extent, who we are is found in the buildings we've lived in." I pray we don't lose sight of our foundation.